Rosemary Miller, who is the councilor in Ward 3. So Rosemary, if you please come up.
When I decided to join Everett City Council, he was one of the people I went to and spoke to because I trusted him and I needed to have an honest opinion of whether this was something I should do or not do. And when I went to take my seat on the council, I wanted to sit next to somebody that I knew I could talk to, get an honest answer, and trust that I was going to be able to work with. So that's why you notice that the last 2 terms, Peter and I have sat next to each other, because I wanted somebody that was experienced and could help guide me, and somebody that I knew that I could trust his opinion on things that I wasn't sure of. So if you tonight like what you hear, I want you to go and tell everybody to support Peter. We need a new regime. 2 weeks from tonight, we should all be celebrating that we have a new mayor in City Hall.
I would now like to introduce our present alderman in Ward 6, Sal Sacchetta. Sal, would you please come up and...
Well, I want to tell you, I'm not much of a speaker. I've been an alderman in the city for 2 years, or 2 terms, I should say, and I'm running for my re-election this year. I've been very close to Peter Napolitano for a number of years, and at my fundraiser a few weeks ago, Peter got up and he spoke on my behalf. And let me tell you, he did one hell of a job. He told people in my audience, my fundraiser, that I was his mentor. I used to write a column in what used to be the Everett News. And I bashed most politicians in the city. And I'll tell you another story about Peter. When I had problems with my wife with Alzheimer's and she was passing on, I went to Peter. He was working at the bank, the Bay Bank, and I had to do a lot of financial things. And Peter was one of the persons that gave me his full support and helped me through the whole deal. You couldn't have a smarter man in the board of the Common Council. He's probably the smartest, in fact. And I'll tell you, you people got to be proud of yourself. You're running uphill against a man that's got hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you're helping Peter out. And I wish you all the luck in the world. Thank you very much.
The alderman from Ward 3 to come forward. His name is Michael Marquez. Michael.
I'd like to welcome everybody here tonight, and you're all here for the same reason I think that I'm here. Myself, I'm here tonight. Support Peter Napolitano for mayor of the city of Everett. Over the past 4 years, if anybody's noticed, the quality of life has gone down the tubes in the city of Everett. There's been more backdoor deals than I've ever seen in my life. I've been here 16 years, and what's happened in 4 years is incredible. Starting with the city yard. I mean, there's a perfect example. There was $3.5 million that we could have used to fix our schools up, fix our parks up. Now it went into the hand of one of his financiers, as we should say. But I just think we need a shot in the arm. We need somebody new. Someone's going to listen to the people, and not to the people that, you know, go to the fundraisers for them. And I think Peter's that type of person. And, I don't agree with everything Peter does, but, you know, who does? You're right. But at least I know that I'm dealing with an honest, straightforward person. And I'm proud to be Peter's friend and one of Peter's supporters. And I hope for the best next week. And I thank you. Call your friends and tell me you'll vote. Thank you.
Michael made a good point that, you know, we do not have the independent councilors that we used to have in the city of Everett. When I first started, which was like in the 1960s, every councilor and every alderman were their own person. They didn't side with a candidate. Neither did I when I was an alderman for whatever, how many years I was an alderman, 22 years. I never signed, I worked, we vote as public officials, probably vote at ease with about 90% of what the mayors want us to vote for because it's for the good of the city. But we all vote against something that they want to because we don't feel it's the right thing to do. And these are the guys that do it because they do it out of their heart. and not out of their alliance with someone else. So with that, I would like to introduce my friend, he's really my friend, Joe McGonigal, who's the Alderman at Large. Joe?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Alderman Joe McGonigal, the Alderman at Large. I have my own campaign going on, but I served with Peter on the Common Council. He always voted with what he thought was in the best interest of the city. I've always supported him. I debated him on the floor, and I have the utmost respect for Peter. And I wish him the best of luck for what he's doing today, because it's a great adventure that he's on, and I know he's working hard, and I know all you people are a testament to how hard he's working. And it's very difficult to do what he's doing. I've done it. I've done it. But I do, Peter. I wish you luck from the bottom of my heart. You're lucky enough to become mayor, okay? Work hard for the people, because look at them out there. That's what they want. They want honest representation, okay? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
I'd like to introduce our Alderman from Ward 5, Alderman Van Kampen. He's been around for quite a number of years. He's one of our attorneys that are on the board. If you know law,
so I probably have more personal experiences with Peter as an elected official than most people in the city. Peter and I were actually elected to the Common Council about 12 years ago. 12 years ago, and I had more here 12 years ago. Peter did too, as a matter of fact. But there was a group that brought this sense of change to the City Council, at least to the Common Council at that time. And we had high hopes and we had big dreams for the city. And we did some good, and we were criticized much, if I remember. Peter took the brunt of it. I said, Peter, I'm right behind you every step of the way. But I know what Peter's made of. I know what kind of person he is, and I know what kind of public servant he is, because I've seen it for the last 12 years. And the people of Everett would be honored, frankly, to have Peter Napolitano serve as their mayor. And I know this is not the easiest undertaking for Peter and his family. This is a very difficult campaign, and obviously Everett is a very divided political community, and it has been for many years, as former Mayor Hanlon can attest to, Joe McGonigal, Mike Marchese. These guys have sales each other. These guys all have been in the trenches in the city, and they know what it takes to succeed. And I know that Peter has
council. He served with me for 6 years, and he served with my dad. Very respectable. We had some fights, but we're all good friends. We're fighting a tough fight here. You understand? We're going against a big machine here. And we're the people, because we are the people for the people, and that's why we're going to win. So I wish you the best of luck. I love this guy. Get your people off here. Let's vote.
a runaway situation with our taxes in the city of Everett, both residential and commercial. And I think it was just 3 weeks ago, because I've been having to follow me at that rate, that our commercial rate is the highest in the state of Massachusetts. I can't possibly believe that. And our businesses are flying, or if not, they're going to be flying out of the city of Everett, and so will a lot of our jobs. We need a leader that will work for us and be there all the time. We don't need a leader that goes into City Hall and hires someone else to do his job at a cost of hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year. And I don't want to say where he is because I don't know, but he's never in City Hall. If there's a meeting or a picture or something to be taken, he's there. I was a full-time alderman, a full-time mayor, and so wasn't the mayors that were before me. So that's what we have to get this city back to, someone that's always going to be in City Hall working for us. We need a person that will do that job. A person that's been living in the city for more than 50 years. A person that has experience in the city council. We need a good family man. We need someone that has a good political background, a good business background, a banking background that Peter has, and that's what's important because he understands money, he understands where it comes from, where it goes. We need someone that's active in the community, which Peter is very active in the community. Peter puts the interest of the citizens in Everett before himself, and I like that because I try to do that myself, and I applaud him for doing that. What we really need, is a person that understands you. And he does because he is you. And yeah, he's just like you. So what I want to do is I would like to introduce Peter Napolitano as our next mayor of the city of Everett.